welcome to another episode of Dagon Pack News. I have this week's best gaming news stories for you. In our first story, Konami riled up Twitter super hardcore when they did a tweet with the Silent Hill 2 siren blaring with the words, "Close your eyes, always scary." Twitter immediately thought that it was an announcement of a new Silent Hill game. Evidently, the social team over at Konami was watching Dead by Daylight, and they wanted to share the feeling of being hunted by Pyramid Head. Konami later apologized and stated official announcements would come from the Silent Hill Twitter account or an event, not the official Konami Twitter account. This is yet another mishap from Konami, but what do you expect when your customer satisfaction representative is this guy? I mean, come on. I definitely would not file a complaint with this guy. All right. Or would I? That's no way to make up for nerfing the booty. That is true. That is still an absolute travesty. Bigger the arms, the more safe we will be. Yo, I can relate to that, Grizzly. Y'all know that Ninja is still between gigs after Mixer shut down, right? So, you know, Ninja used to be Twitch's biggest streamer, and then he was like, "Fuck you, Twitch, I'm going to Mixer." And then Mixer is like, "Haha, we're shutting down." So he is a streamer without a home at the moment. He actually gave a interview with Hollywood Reporter, and he told the interviewer, Hollywood Reporter, that he presently has his eyes on, and I quote, "literally anything and everything Hollywood." Yes, he gave examples like movies and voice acting and cartoons. Ninja actually appeared last year in the show called The Masked Singer. He was eliminated in the first round. I'm happy to report that you're going to be able to see Ninja in the upcoming movie Sharknado 7, where he will be playing as blue-haired douche number 4. I like his phrasing, though, right? I like his phrasing. It's like, he's reportedly looking for literally anything and everything Hollywood. Like, what great ambition, right? What great ambition. He later screamed, "Give me some attention!" as he ran out the door sobbing. In our next story, some emails went out to the public promising beta keys for Cyberpunk 2077. The emails, of course, were asking for login credentials to gaming sites. The developers tweeted that any communications from them would come from a cdprojektred.com address, which is the developer for Cyberpunk. And it's unclear how many people actually fell for the scam. I'm lucky that I didn't respond to those emails personally, you know, because, I mean, I was going to, but then the Prince of Nigeria needed my assistance, you know? So I decided to help him out instead, you know? So I'm glad I was able to, I think I made the right call there. I think I made the right call. The second wave of Animal Crossing New Horizons summer content is out now, and it includes fireworks. We love us some good fireworks, all right? Unfortunately for the, I'm sure, wholesome developers of Animal Crossing New Horizons, you can customize said fireworks to be whatever you want. Some things that users are creating are pretty mild, like this. Some of them, though, not so much. Can you guess what the vast majority of the created fireworks are? Can we take a guess? It's dicks. It's dicks, chat. Dicks for days. Peens as far as the eye can see in the night sky. Unfortunately, Twitch won't let me show you, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. Just lots and lots of dicks. They really should release an update or expansion pack of sex toys and R-rated stuff and stop beating around the bush, right? I mean, we've got Animal Crossing butt plugs. Now we have Animal Crossing penis fireworks. We have Animal Crossing hookers. Like, they just got to stop beating around the bush. Oh shit. Okay, well, apparently according to this, some of the fireworks were also bushes. So, of course, it's not all fun and games here. It's not all fun and games. Not everything had to be sexual. You know, there are very innocent, wholesome firework creations. Like, chef hats. Yes, chef hats. And, these lovely rocket ships. And, okay, I'm being informed that those are also dicks. In our next story, Amy Johnston has been a stunt woman for Naughty Dog since the development of Uncharted 4. Interestingly, it came to light that during motion capture sessions for The Last of Us Part 2, she spent several days pretending to die. Dying with a gun. Dying while prone. Dying in a crouch position. Dying from falling. Dying from crashing into a ledge. Left-handed dying. Right-handed dying. I'm not joking. That is not a joke. It's an actual thing. Apparently, Naughty Dog feels that left-handed and right-handed people die differently. Spending several days dying. It reminds me of that week I tried stand-up comedy. It was very uncomfortable. She has done a lot of stunt work before this, like a lot. She is definitely a professional when it comes to stunt work and motion capture. She actually provided motion capture for Nadine Ross in Uncharted, Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, and also the spinning attack from Crash Bandicoot. In our next story. Now, before getting into this next story, I would like to preface this with Star Citizen has raised, as of this date, well over $300 million. Okay, just to put this next story into perspective for y'all, Star Citizen has raised well over $250 million. All right, so 8 years later 8 years later since they started development on Star Citizen, there's still no game to show for all that money and all the work that has gone into the development of the game. And as it so happens, people are pissed. People have been getting increasingly restless about the state of the game's development or lack thereof, and some of them are becoming quite hostile toward developer Cloud Imperium Games. It's interesting because Cloud Imperium Games has also been working on a single-player campaign spin-off called Squadron 42. All right. Now, Squadron 42 was originally supposed to be released in 2016, 4 years ago. And it is also still not out. Yeah. CIG's response to criticism that they have nothing to show after all this time? We're redoing our roadmap. Yes, that is their response to this cascade of criticism being levied against them. All right, so let's get this straight. Let's just lay the cards on the table. Let's get a high-level overview of what's actually happening here, right? So Cloud Imperium Games are sorry that they have delayed Star Citizen because they are working on Squadron 42. And that has also been delayed because they are working on the roadmap to show progress of Squadron 42. Now, that roadmap is currently in development, but they have released a roadmap that will show the progress for the roadmap, which will roadmap the progress of Squadron 42 that will precede the release of Star Citizen, which, as of these 10 years, is still in progress. So, oh my goodness, we have live footage from CIG headquarters. We have, let's see what they're doing. Oh, they're rich and they're laughing all the way to the bank. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't think there's going to be a game, guys. For now, I'm just going to add Star Citizen to the list of things I think will never, ever come out. Much like, you know, Half-Life 3, okay? The new Game of Thrones book, and Tom Cruise. Our next story is actually about a really old game, all right? Metal Gear Solid 5. All right, we're going to talk about this for a second. So, multiplayer in Metal Gear Solid 5 contains a base building feature that allows you to build nukes, all right? Apparently, on July 27th of this year, players banded together and worked together on the PS3 to complete nuclear disarmament. That's right. Metal Gear Solid 5 players all worked together with diplomacy and shit, and they actually destroyed all the nukes in the game. No players had nukes. Building nukes unlocks some benefits in the game, and players can build nukes whenever they want, making this an achievement once thought impossible, right? Like, can you imagine how fucking difficult this could be? Ridding the world of nukes actually triggered a secret cutscene that can only be played when reaching this very particular secret win condition. And as it happens, I actually have the cutscene here, and so I thought it might be fun to watch it with y'all.
The last nuke's been decommissioned. It's over, boss. I thought this day would never come. But while we can rejoice, we must never relax. The last nuke was deactivated. That is a fact. But the knowledge that built it is still out there. How long the world remains nuke-free is up to us. Will this moment persist? Or will human ambition cast us into the flames once more? Our duty is to pass on what we've learned to the next generation. The memories, the experiences, the sins. Only when our children show the wisdom not to forge new spears. Only then will we be truly triumphant.
Our fear of nuclear arms drove us to bear them ourselves. We thought deterrence would be our defense. These weapons are costing us our future. A future we sold to ease the pain of the present.
Humanity, every one of us, has chosen the path of nuclear disarmament. Out of ethics or desire. Government policy. Military strategy.
Whatever the reason, it's our path too. And each step forward makes it more solid.
The patients have stabilized, but there's no telling how many will make it. The warhead we seized ruptured during transport. Recovering the leaked material exposed each of them to several hundred rads. Environmental contamination was kept to a minimum, thanks to their efforts. Heroes, every one of them. We finished dismantling the warhead. The nuclear material has been vitrified and sealed away. It'll take at least 30 years of cold storage before it's safe. And even then, we can't just dump it in the sea, bury it in the desert. Nuclear disarmament. Boss, we can't let this achievement go to waste. And that means we'll have to get stronger. No nuclear program will go unseen. Someone manages to build another nuke, we'll be there to shut him down. Gotta love the irony.
I haven't forgotten what you've told me, boss. We have no tomorrow, but there's still hope for the future.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that a cool thing they added? This is an incredible feat by the remaining players of Metal Gear Solid 5 on PlayStation 3. I commend all 7 of you. Very good job. With the biggest threat to humanity removed, I wonder what Snake and his compatriots will do now. Perhaps move on to the second biggest threat to humanity, entitled video game streamers. And that's it for this week's episode of Dagon Pack News. If you liked this episode, hit those like and subscribe buttons. And if you didn't like it, go away. Shut up. Don't say anything. If you feel so inclined, leave a comment down below. If you have any news stories you'd like for me to cover in next week's show, leave those in the comments as well, and I'll be happy to take a look. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.